Music has been a very important part of every culture, past or present. But how exactly does it tie into our mental health? Glad you asked that. Because in today's video, which is part 5 of our 8 Days of Self-Care Challenge videos, we will discuss how listening to music can not only improve your mental health, but your overall well-being. I'm the Libra Man. Let's get cracking. Music can relieve anxiety. I know a lot of times for me, if I'm coming home from work after a hard day of work or whatever, one of the first things I go to is to my music as a kind of way of not so much to escape what's happened during the day, but to help me with my anxiety and help bring me down, because what's happened in the day has already happened. But it really helps to improve anxiety by listening to music, particular types of music based upon certain situations. Like I don't want to hear no real somber, quiet music or, music when I'm sad. I want to hear more music that will kind of bring me up. And I don't want to hear no high-paced banging when I'm trying to calm down my anxiety. I want to hear more of a calming effect type of music. So whatever music works for you in those times, that's what you use. Like I said earlier, it improves your health, it improves your intellect, and it even improves your mood. Music can actually improve those things. If you got a project that you're working on and you can't kind of figure it and sort it out, and you got a lot going on in there, sometimes some soft, subtle music can actually help you to come up with the ideals and things you need to do in order to go past that. And I already talked about the mood before. Being sad, being happy, you have to plug that in on what will work for you during that time. Music has been used in therapy by professionals. A lot of times professionals will use therapy as a way of having a certain kind of ambience in the room prior to them getting into any therapy with you. If you go to get a massage, they make sure that the ambience is right in the room. And part of that ambience usually is some soft, subtle music. Everybody's using it, man. A lot of breathing techniques they use now will work better by using music. Music provides a certain cadence, and sometimes when you're doing those breathing techniques, if you match that cadence to that certain breathing technique, it helps you to come through it. If it's a slower thing and you're taking the breaths and you're doing the 4-7-8 breathing technique method, which I have in a previous video, you can look that up. That will help you by having that music. Music can actually motivate your behavior. A lot of times when people go to the gym and they're getting ready to get on the treadmill and they're like, oh, I've already did all this other exercise. They try to play more up-tempo, up-bass music so that they can get their routine going and get themselves together and get themselves motivated. A lot of times if somebody wants to go do something that they should do, or if they really shouldn't be doing, sometimes they'll grab some music to play to get them to that point where they go do whatever it is that they do. Do not underestimate what music can do to the emotional system in your brain. Music is not just a part of the brain. It also alleviates through the rest of your body. So it's not just for one certain purpose. A lot of people will use music and listen to music while they're listening to maybe a podcast on the way to work. A lot of times they might miss a church service and they might listen to church over the radio, and that music puts them in tone with what they need to be doing. It gives them a certain feelings or certain emotions, certain joy that comes from just listening to music. Music should not be taken for granted or underestimated by any stretch of the imagination. So if you want music to help you in a certain situation, first you must figure out what you're feeling and why you're feeling how you're feeling, and that can have a lot to do with what music you select during that certain time. A lot of people And at nighttime, they want to listen to white noise, and some people want to listen to smooth jazz like myself to help calm their body and help relax them and put them to sleep. So music is not just about running around hearing loud sounds, dancing and things like that. It serves a much deeper purpose. And in order to improve our self-care, we must have music as a part of it in one way, shape, or form. You like anything I said in this video, hit the like button, subscribe button, leave a comment. Part 6 will be coming out in the next couple days. We got 3 more parts to go before we have completed this 8-day individual self-care series. We did one where it was all 8 things for self-care, and I was suggested to do a video on each one, and that's what I'm doing now. I got to do what my audience asked me to do. So that's why I like y'all to leave comments and leave feedback, man. That's what I need in order for me to do this, because I'm doing this for you. I'm not doing it for myself. So I have to hear from y'all to know what y'all would like me to do that is underneath of my niche. So until the next time, the Libra Man is out.